Welcome to the Knuckleheads of Liberty.
So if I owned a social media company, darn tootin', I'd be censoring people, saying what I thought was outrageous. That's my prerogative. But I would not be taking directions from the federal government to do so. It would be my prejudice involved and no one else's prejudice involved.
Or you will not take in direction from the Democratic Party to save Joe Biden's election chances during the election, because that's exactly what happened with this Hunter Biden stuff. Okay, Twitter, Facebook, and somebody else, I think, all stopped that message from being spread. The issues about the laptop, Hunter Biden's laptop, they all stopped it, every one of them. And now the New York Times have come out and said, oh, that laptop issue. No, it was not Russian misinformation. But so now everybody find religion now. Oh, really? You're so glad to know that. Oh, you didn't know this before? You didn't have any journalistic skills to figure this thing out?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, one other thing I wanted to mention on this item too is that a lot of conservatives are assuming right off the bat that this is a win for free speech. I'm not 100% sure of what Musk's motives are in this purchase. I mean, we've seen that there's a lot of his companies have some, sort of related interests, interrelated interests, and I'm almost speculating that he might be buying this. Certainly he seems to be more on the free speech side, but he might be buying this to protect his own companies from being canceled, because the fact that he has run afoul of the woke left already on other topics by buying into a social media company that may give him the route that he can't be canceled, and his companies can't be canceled as well if he always has a way to get his message out to people. And it just is a quick background on that. We literally had a California legislator say F Elon Musk in a tweet, and obviously oddly was not censored for that on Twitter. But she literally said that because he wanted to keep his plant or reopen his plant early during the COVID lockdowns that they were doing in California. And of course, Biden, we all know, everybody with half a brain understands that Tesla has been the trailblazer on electric vehicles, as far as acceptance and such. And to see Joe Biden literally hold a conference about a half a year ago or so where he didn't invite Tesla and dubbed GM the leader in electric vehicles is absolutely hysterical. But I mean, you can see this attempt by the left to try and cancel him. And now, of course, you have that carnival clown Joy Reid on NBC. She's labeled him a racist now on their show. And so, I mean, you can see the knives are coming out to try and cancel Musk. And I kind of wonder if this is maybe a defensive move on his part too. I don't know if you guys had any quick insights on that before.
Well, I don't think Elon Musk will spend the billions of dollars that he did on Twitter just to save himself from being canceled. I mean, he has enough money. He could give the middle finger to the woke mob. I think he could and still survive. So I don't think he would have put that money out there just for that reason. Even though it could be part of the reason, but just for that reason, I don't think so. But I do think though, he intends to change the direction of Twitter and hopefully will have a rippling effect upon the other social media platforms. We'll see. I don't know.
I think that when Elon Musk joins the likes of Trump and Tulsi and is labeled a Russian asset, then and only then we'll know that the knives have officially come out.
I think he's on the razor's edge of that.
I think so.
Speaking of misinformation, though.
Thank you for listening to the Knuckleheads of Liberty podcast.